Instagram. All right, guys, we're going to have a very interesting topic to talk about today. It's about Credit One Bank. A lot of people have asked me about cards for bad credit, repairing credit, coming back from bankruptcy. So I like to cater to everybody on this channel, whether you're perfect credit or bad credit, because this information could be used for somebody. Now, there's a lot of good with Credit One, but there's a ton of bad with Credit One. And I want to go over these cards with you. I'm not going to do a bunch of videos on Credit One. I'm just going to do one video on Credit One. So hopefully I can unpack everything in this one video in like 8 to 10 minutes. But there's important data points I want to talk about, and then I want you guys to listen at the end of the video of what I would do in this situation. I'm not in this situation. I've been in this situation. I've never used Credit One, but I've come from the bottom and I'm at the top. So there's other options that I would recommend than Credit One, but I'll tell you in the situations that I would use Credit One and the situations that I wouldn't. So stick with me through the entire video. If you guys have ever had Credit One, comment in the comment section your data points, your experience. Do you regret it? Did it help you? Also, would love to know if this works for bankruptcy. I've been seeing mixed reviews on the credit boards on that, so if you guys can put that on there as well, because if it does cater to bankruptcies, I will put this in the bankruptcy playlist. Now, Credit One, obviously I'm out here in Vegas. I pass by their building all the time. I believe that they're stationed here in Vegas. This is what I'm thinking. But basically, the good part about Credit One is it's going to report to all three bureaus. If you have horrible credit, if you don't have any credit, this would be an option for you. I don't think it would be the best option. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't think it would be the best option, but it would be an option for you to get a bank-issued trade line on your credit report that would report to all three credit bureaus. Now, the unfortunate part of having bad credit is it's expensive. You're going to have a lot of prime and predatory lenders like Credit One that will leverage off of your bad credit and make a ton of money off fees and high interest. So I want you guys to know what you're getting into with Credit One is it's not going to be like a card with no annual fee. You're literally going to have a ton of annual fees. And now, like, I've pulled up all their credit cards, and you can see annual fee could be anywhere from $75 to $99. 95, 95, okay? The problem with these cards are you're going to pay for your credit line increases. So they may say, do you want a credit limit increase? We can increase it $250 on the credit line, but you're going to pay $15. Like, that doesn't happen anywhere else. So they're going to be a subprime lender. They're going to have high interest rates. They're going to have low starting limits. I've seen limits up to from 300 to 200. 300 to 2,000 and 500. The one good thing is, but take this with a grain of salt and comment if you've had this experience, you can pre-qualify for all of these cards. See if you pre-qualify. Take this with a grain of salt. It's just like Capital One. They look just like Capital One too. But it's just like Capital One where they could say you're pre-qualified, you're pre-approved. You go through that and they say you're pre-approved and then you push the button to apply and then you get denied. So that could happen. You're going to have a better chance of getting approved with Credit One than Capital One, just because Credit One makes a ton of money off of fees. And so their whole business model is subprime. One thing to watch out for is if you're a 620 or above, I wouldn't even mess with Credit One. And I honestly, if you have horrible credit and you can avoid Credit One, I would totally avoid Credit One. I'll be completely honest with you. I would recommend you guys go to a credit union and do a secured credit card like Navy Federal or any other credit unions that I have on my playlist. You can check out my playlist, and all of these credit unions have secured credit cards and secured loans. In secured loans, you don't have to get a big loan. You can get like $1,000, put it in the account, build a credit profile from scratch using secured products. I know some of you guys are like, well, why would I want to pay to build credit? Well, you're going to pay to build credit with this garbage too, because you're going to have low limits, you're going to have high interest, you're going to have fees up the wazoo. Good luck trying to dispute anything if there's an unauthorized charge. Credit One has one of the worst customer service that you can get in any credit card company. So, in my opinion, for all of you radical marketers that are trying to build credit from scratch or bad credit, this is an option, and there are good reviews on some of their cards. But the overall response has been incredibly negative about them. They serve their place. You will get credit limit increases, but you will be paying for them. Also, the app, I've heard a lot of bad things about the app not being user-friendly. Customer service is incredibly rude, but it serves its place. If you want a bank-issued trade line, this will give it to you, but you're going to pay for it. And my thinking is you might as well just go the credit union route, because, yes, you're going to pay for the deposit to put the line down. But check this out. Some of these cards will graduate into unsecured, where you keep your line and you keep your credit history and you get your money back. But then you're building more relationship with the bank as well to get other products as well. So you're really killing you're killing one bird with a ton of stones. Like, it's just literally you're throwing it out there to the credit union, and you have all these different options by you going the secured route, where if you go Credit One, you're going to have a credit report, $300, $500 reporting to the credit bureaus. And if you actually use the card and you don't pay it in full every month and you carry a balance, your credit score is never going to rise, because your credit limit is so low that you max out the card, or you spend 50% of the utilization, it's not going to grow. You need high limits to help you grow. And secured lines help you grow, because you can then get unsecured credit cards with those institutions with higher limits than this stuff. So I'm not a fan of Credit One, okay? I know that they're doing you can make points for amusement parks and go walk in a national park, and that's cute and friendly, but they're not friendly to people. This is a very bad institution. The only reason why I recommend them is if you need a trade line, you need to get trade lines, because trade lines, they're going to help you with your positive while you're getting rid of your negative. Part of credit repair is when you're getting your negatives disputed, you need to be adding positive blood flow, positive trade lines, bank issued trade lines to show, hey, banks are still lending to me, or banks are willing to lend to me. And unfortunately, the OLOs, the credit ones, the capital ones, they really prey off the weak, or prey off the people that don't have credit or bad credit. And that's their entire business model. I've even seen people denied with a 700 score at Credit One because they didn't fit their model, because their model is subprime. And when you're subprime and you can't get lending from anywhere else, they kind of run the show with customer service. Good luck, like I said, disputing anything. Good luck trying to get any type of payment removed, late payment, you accidentally are late, things like that. So, guys, in my opinion, my review of Credit One, I would stay far away from them. I'm not going to do a bunch of videos, but the biggest card that they are known for is going to be their Platinum Visa for rebuilding credit. If you need to do it, go for it. There are some good reviews on it. You're going to pay crazy high interest. You're going to pay $75 for the first year, then $99 annually, billed at $825 per month. They're going to get their money. And so, guys, just be careful with Credit One. I would stay away. I would go the secured route. You guys can check out all my playlists on how to build credit. We'll be doing live trainings and things like that. So smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Throw a comment in about Credit One and your experience so others can hear your experience. And I'll catch you guys on the next video.